Well, hello folks, and welcome back to Runescape. Yep, I'm finally being able to show off my house is a proper 84 construction. Yep, here I'm right here, and I've got all this shit sorted out and that, but yep, here it is. Alright, here's the glory of Virtue Power's house. Oh, isn't it beautiful? Like, I'd actually say, yeah, it's looking to exceed Defence Line. I mean, I remember Defence Line cost me a good 30 to 32 mil, but this? Oh man, this, wow, what do I even say about it? Alright, so if I'm going to cover this, I'll probably just do the usual shenanigans and just go off one by one. This is going to be a little bit longer though, because of the fact with the construction update back, I believe at the end of August is when they done up the whole construction thing and introduced the achievement gallery and superior garden, of which I will probably start off with. So yeah, before I get into that, yeah, you probably noticed with the garden that's all fancy now, and yeah, I'm fairly impressed with myself, you know, fairly chuffed that I managed to get all this, you know, and it's only going to get better from here on out. Oh man, which is probably why you're not going to see the 87 for a very long time. Like, if I had to predict somewhere around March or April next year, and that's being lenient, and I don't think it will be, not unless if I really push myself, but we'll see. Anyway, here is a superior garden here. Now, you may be wondering to yourself, alright, it's all fancy now, but why is there a big empty circle, like, in here? Like, that is a good question, and actually, this is, like, what they've done here is pretty high requirements, like, alright, see, this could be used for one of two things, either a fairy ring or a spirit tree, both of which are very handy. Do not underestimate, like, the whole thing. This could easily be another teleportation area facility, and my god, I would love to get my hands on the fairy ring. In fact, I'll show you up here. Let's see. I think it goes under garden and that. Let's see. Yeah. See, that's what you need for the basic one, spirit tree. Then a bit above that. I said no. Wait, hold on. Where is it? Oh, strange, I wonder, like, yeah, that's it, so, oh, there it is, yeah, 85, it's fairy ring, and finally you get the whole thing at 95, spirit tree and the fairy ring. I could get the fairy ring or the spirit tree, but what it doesn't tell you is you need the farming requirement as well, which is complete bollocks, and like, yeah, no. I am not getting like a real, I think it's over 70 farming. Farming is the worst skill, the worst to train. Like, I have to be doing something wrong and that, because when it's easier to train in agility and rune crafting, you know you've fucked up somewhere. So I'm going to have to look into that. Oh yeah, another thing here, alright. This drinking from the pool Revitalisation, this is a weird one, right? I think this goes under 4 stages and that. You get the... let me see here, I'll go back a bit, and this also goes under the garden. You get 4 different stages here. You get the Restoration Pool, that just, I think, cures any poison and shit. You know, and restores all your stats. The one I've got, the Revitalisation one, on top of that, you get your run energy restored, as I'll be demonstrating shortly. The one I'll be getting next, on top of that, the Rejuvenation one, on top of everything I just mentioned before, also includes your prayer, which is a bit pointless considering that it makes the chapel just a little bit less worthwhile-ish, but oh well. And then the final one, on top of everything else, the fancy Rejuvenation Pool, I believe has the effect of increasing, maxing out your special attack. On it, I really don't think it does anything different other than looking super fancy. and that, so I'll just naturally upgrade over time. And that, so yeah, that'll be pretty fancy, that. So I'll just test it for a bit. I'll show you here. Just me running back and forth. You know, so this will be like really good. Like, I've tested it with Runecraft and getting 50, 55, and yeah, it's actually quite handy in that. Yep, see how it immediately jumps up to 100 in that. So yeah, that's quite good. And having something as fancy as that. And of course, here's me getting the large fountain, and oh man. Yep, I'm making the big money now. Oh man, so might as well just start here and work way up. So yeah, obviously as you can tell, I've been doing up the whole place a little bit more over time, and oh man, that fucking Ep.18, that cost me I think a good, I can't remember the top of it, it was a little over 2 mil, almost as much as we Guild Chapel or Altar, but oh, you're going to love to see all the other expensive shit I've got. Yeah, the Guild Chapel, I keep calling it, the Gilded Altar is no longer the most expensive. Yep, you heard me right. It's, I believe, I feel I'm going to call this out. I think it's the 3rd most expensive. Might be the 4th, but we'll see if anything comes to mind. I don't think it is, at least not yet anyway. But yeah, I've also got the sword. In fact, I don't think too much has changed in here, aside from the rug and, of course, this new Slayer head. This time it's the cockatrice. Yeah, this is actually the second easiest one to get, and but what's funny enough, I've only got one, whereas with the other one, the turtle head looking thing, I got 2 of them, so, oh man. And of course I'll just go for the usual options. Oh man. Oh wow. Just funny just looking through all this and that. You know. Oh yeah, they also use the same thing like with a mirror shield. And yeah, same thing I use. I can't remember what the fuck's it called again. Holy shit. Oh man. Oh wow. Oh well, that was fun stuff, that. Alright, and yeah, my bed's gotten just that ever a little bit more fancy. You know, the funny thing is, I never actually use any of the actual customization stuff. Like, I mean, I could potentially have like unique things. Like, that's what they should do in that for construction. You know, should offer a few unique clothes and hairstyles that you cannot get if you don't have the highest tier, and that would be quite good. And that, so you never know. With them now focusing on construction, that could become a possibility. And that, oh man. Also, I've still had, like, you know the funny thing is with the butler, right? I've still had the same butler for like ever since I hired him around, I think the early 40s, or at 40, I believe. You know, I've been half tempted to maybe switch around a bit, but I'm not 100% sure. I might not. It depends. And that. So, if you do see a different servant coming up for the second part of this, oh, which by the way, this is something I don't know if I showed off before, but you can actually. Oh, I'll have to go in builder mode first. Fuck. Let me tell you. Actually, I'll quickly go out there now. And then oh, yeah, another thing. Yeah. I've got Desert Treasure done, yeah, I've got the teleport for Canifis now, so that's fun news. Oh man. Well, actually before that, I'll just quickly show off here now before I go, but, yep, fancy stuff of that. Oh man. Alright, so just to quickly go in and out, right, just go to building mode. Alright, so to show you, right, here is the viewer. Now this is something that I actually like. I kind of envisioned happening, but I just never thought it would be, you know. But yeah, here it is. here is the viewer that's used to shift about the houses and that. So, for example, I'll show you here, right, and hopefully this won't fuck anything up. And so you can move something, right? Just move it whatever way possible, right? And you see there? Now it's been moved. Pretty fancy that, yeah? So you can go balls to the walls, customize. Like before, if you want to do anything like this, you had to really plan ahead of time. And if you spend hundreds of thousands, not millions, well, you were fucked. And whereas now, nah, those days are gone. Which is kind of pish because I actually did plan it. Yeah, I did plan ahead. So it's a bit of a negative for me, but not really, because I actually did want to shift around quite a bit. So yeah, see, when it comes to like the second part of this, the house will be looking different and that, but that's more like to optimize for like the prayer chapels, because a lot of the times people complain like, oh, it's not optimal, you know, all that bullshit. Well, they do not have that fucking excuse anymore. They do not have that excuse, and I will make it optimal for them. And so they can shove it right up their ass. Of course, I don't really. If I have even less of an excuse now, if you think about it, and because they say, oh, you can just move around the rooms, so I'm just gonna avoid that whole hassle and do it ahead of time. And so, all right. Anyway, back to what I was doing. Let's see. All right, chapel's looking more or less the same, although I have upgraded the statue and that. Oh man, so it's looking just ever a little bit more fancy. And I think the bells I'll probably save for like the 87 and that, to get them to the fancy organ and that, but oh man. So yeah, this achievement gallery, oh joy. Yeah, this, oh man. Yeah, you can see all the various creatures I've slain, which is not very many, but I will be checking on this every time because this is actually kind of unique. And you know, I imagine like, okay, oh wait, yeah, that's good. I was going to say basilisks, that's it. I was wondering for a second there, like, you know, I wonder if this updated before I actually got it, and that, you know, but, oh man. So, don't know how many of this I'll see. There's probably some that I'll never touch, like cave bugs, crawling hands, or any other weak shit, but we'll see. Let's see, boss logs. Yeah, of all the bosses I've touched, only the Chaos Fanatic. Never anything else. Of course, I have a mind to try and my hand at bosses like, let's see, a few to mention. Kriara, Kreltrizar. No, not him, fuck. General Grador, any of the Dagonoffs, I'm not too fussy. Calphic Queen, King Black Dragon, Chaos Elemental, what else? Scorpion, maybe, we'll see. Barrow's Chests, I'll have a mind of doing that. Tistok Jad. Don't know about thermonuclear smoke devils, but we'll see. And yeah, we'll check it out. And you know, also I don't know what's with the champions log. Yeah, it's just like all the different champions that you can fight. Surprisingly, I've never got a single champion scroll, like, ever, pretty much. So, I don't know if I ever will get any of them, but, man. And of course, I've got all these different statistics, and, surprisingly not that many, but, oh man. Yeah, there's a boss layer thing you can configure, but I've not actually defeated any proper bosses, and the Chaos Fanatic unfortunately doesn't come as part of that. And of course there's the Cape Hire for any capes, including like 99 magic, which I'm only 4 away from, so that'd be quite good. Now, this motherfucker, holy shit, this cost me like 5.5 fucking mil. And you know what's worse? See that little Ferroceptor, right? Before the update, that cost about 2.83 mil. When I bought it, it was about 4.5 mil. Now, it's 8 mil. So really, that would cost about 9 mil to make now. Like, I thought I was getting ripped off the time, but now I'm feeling a bit fortunate, you know. Oh man, but yeah, I've also made the Menegrave become an indoor one, which means I had to temporarily delete the fucking thing, and that was a bit of a hassle, but it wasn't too expensive in that. It only sent me back about 150k, so that was alright. Not much has changed there. That servant's bed is still the same shitty one, and here I plan to expand to a second pot room, so all fun and games. Oh man. So yeah, I've covered just about everything except the dungeons, so we'll get into that shortly. Oh man, might as well quickly show off the throne now whilst I can. Yeah, again, not much change here except the throne and... oh man. Yeah, got the trapdoors and that. Oh man. And yeah, that dragon one. House of Targaryen indeed. Oh man. So yeah, I've completely upped the dungeon. Oh my fucking god. I was going to fucking say, I thought, I was meant to go to the throne of someone else, and yeah, I kind of forgot. Holy shit. What? I'm not... Yeah, I forgot I was in a building room still. Fail. Alright. I only got about, like, say 6 minutes left, so I'm gonna have to rush this a little bit. Hey ho. You know, I still got some time left, so... alright. Let's see... PvP challenge mode. Alright, so yeah, I have completely done up the dungeon and that, so it's looking to be a bit more tougher this time around. You know? Oh man. Yep, now, like, instead of like guard dogs, hobgoblins, and red dragons, it's now hobgoblins, red dragons, and huge spiders. So you see, it's all a bit of a step up here. Also got down that icon. Alright. Let's see, yeah. You know, it's surprisingly not that bad. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, see, I'm getting wrecked. These fucking enemies, holy shit. Yeah, these are like, I thought they were 81, but no, they're 80. No, 89, but no, they're only 81. Oh man. But yeah, I'm really tough. Like, I'm constantly getting hit. Well, okay, as I say that, I get hit at 1, but 1's not exactly that much. But yeah, one thing that's interesting to know about this dungeon is the fact that this is actual multi-combat, whereas the Al-Kharid and Relica multi-dungeons, that was never the case. This is the Kharajma one. Or, I guess you could say Brimhaven by that extension. Yeah, that was never the case before, but yeah, now it is. Oh, man, holy shit, fucking hell, these things have to hate. Alright, so now you may be thinking, hold on, why is the Kalphite soldier here? You know, that would be a good question, actually, and that's because I actually, well, ever since I did get the Kalphite soldier, I have had 2 bosses. But yeah, I now have the Tok'zel, which, yeah, that's the thing. Okay, HR is the most expensive, which I got at the time for around 5.5 mil. This motherfucker I got for about 5 mil, so that makes it the second most expensive. And whereas that only cost me about 750k. Still pretty expensive, but not on the same level. Also, what the fuck is my guy doing? You knobhead. Oh man. Oh, so I might as well show off the other weapons and that. Oh wow. I've just finished off this but I can't be asked taking on all these 3 and that. Wow, great spec, you fucking idiot. Holy shit. Oh man. But yeah. So obviously this guy in that talks of how high level is he? I forget. It's somewhere around the 120s, or is it 140? I can't quite remember, but I'll find out very soon. And let's see. So alright, find out now. Yep, he's pretty high level. Oh joy. But I'll move around and let's see. Alright, so Toxel actually isn't that tough. And now I was expecting to have a lot more health, which is a bit disappointing. But that's not the purpose I had him in mind for. Of course, when it comes to the 87 party and that, I will be moving back to where the Catholic soldier is and replacing that boss here with the Dagonov, which should be around 140 and probably a tougher opponent than that, so that'll make it just a little bit more interesting than that, you see? Oh man, I want to try and show off its ranged attack for a bit, if I can, but I don't know if it'll respawn. Alright, see, I'll go back here. Alright. Oh wow, I'm gonna get two-hitted with these guys again. So yeah, don't really think I've really had much of a chance to show off Torag's hammers, which I don't know how I feel about. Like, the thing is, the Torag Barrow's weaponry as a whole. Oh wow, this guy isn't this fucking twat isn't attacked from this distance. Holy shit! Wow, really? Do I have to actually enter? Oh, don't. Oh, you know, I just realised something, right? I am going to be so annoyed if this guy doesn't attack from a long distance. Because if so, that royally fucks up my skills. Because the thing is, I wanted him to also attack people whilst they're in oubliette. And that would make it like super intense and shit. Oh man, because that would just be like the shit. Oh man. But yeah. Oh, this guy, level 135. And for a level 135, he has shit HP, like that's 18. 37. 56. Yeah, 59. 50 or 59. And that's really, really shit. You know, like, what the actual fuck? Oh man. Well, I suppose while I've just got a little bit of time left, I might as well quickly show off. Yeah, here. Oh, fuck off, Red Dragon. Oh well. So yeah, you see there the combat zone. That's not exactly changed. And yeah, same as usual. And so, all right. Next time you'll be seeing me, I'll be hosting the party, and that. Hopefully it won't be too hard to get a spot. Hopefully. Now that I've got an actual decent setup. But yeah. Alright, so that's me finished that. I'll see you guys then. Till then, folks.